Pilates is created by Dr. Bruce Crawford, a urogynecologist, who has spent the last 10 years researching, developing and looking into the pelvic floor.
I work a lot with women with pelvic floor issues. I see it day in, day out. And it was one of the best courses I ever went on. It was very different to our traditional Pilates teaching. So as a Pilates instructor and a rehab therapist, I'll be giving women isolated pelvic floor squeezes, the Kegel squeezes, along with all the Pilates movements that we do. With the Pilates method, it incorporates plyometric training, so the principles of increasing the intra-abdominal pressure, which there shows with the science that you get increased co-contraction and increased pelvic floor activity. So the results are a lot quicker. It has completely changed my practice and made such a difference.
I got into Pilates probably about 10 to 11 years ago. I went to a course in Chicago with Dr. Crawford was teaching just out of desperation. I had nerve damage after the birth of my son. He was 10 pounds and 23 ounces, and I struggled with continence issues after that. So I was working on my own, trying to figure out what to do. I was doing the traditional Kegel exercises, but they just weren't working. So I saw Dr. Crawford's workshop and thought, why not? I'll give that a go and see if that might be more informative. So I took his course in Chicago, and after that I started applying the exercises that he put together and was able to regain continence, which was exciting, as well as sexual functioning, which was another thing that I lost after the nerve damage. So after doing his exercises, I was able to regain full functioning in both areas. I did struggle about a year or two after that with prolapse, so all I did was I took the Pilates exercises and just did them more consistently, a couple times a day, incorporating more bands and things to add more strength, so I was getting more muscle fiber recruitment, and I was able to fully get rid of my prolapse as well. So that's probably been about, I would say, 5 to 6 years that I haven't had any issues with prolapse or anything.
So first of all, I couldn't recommend it enough, but that's why I decided to become a master trainer, because I just love it so much. If you work with women, you'll know you see pelvic floor issues all the time, and especially here in the UK, I think education is quite poor for women once they've had a baby. Midwives aren't trained in giving pelvic floor exercises. They don't often go to the women's health physio, and women tend to just come through, and as you'll probably know from your own experience, they almost accept it as though it's normal. And although it's very common, it really shouldn't be normal. There are lots of things they can do themselves to help. The other benefit to the Pilates method is that it's quite easy to give to women, so the compliance is high, because often when you say to clients or patients, you'll say, oh, here's your homework, and then the next time you see them, they're like, oh, well, I've been really busy and I forgot about it. But with this, it's 5 minutes, first thing in the morning, 5 minutes at night, just 5 minutes twice a day, and the results are really, really quick because of that help with the plyometric principles. So that their compliance is so much higher, therefore the results are loads better.